Hello guys, I am Ravind, your daily news presenter, and starting with the first news of 22nd of August 2018. And the first news is ILO reports flags wage inequality in India, and the ILO findings were as follows. The rise in average wages was more rapid in rural areas and for casual workers. Then also these average wage was only rupees 143 per day. The daily wages in urban areas rupees 384 per day remains twice as high as those in rural areas, rupees 175 per day. Regional disparity has increased with time. The gender wage gap decreased from 48% in 1993-94 to 34% in 2011-12, but it still remains high by international standards. Among all worker groups, the average wage of rural female was lowest at just rupees 104 a day. ILO also highlighted the lack of timely data as hindrance, as the data for survey was last taken in 2011-12, and the ILO recommendations were as follows. The ILO called for the stronger implementation of minimum wage laws and strengthening of the frameworks for collective bargaining by workers. And these both demands were for the long time the Indian Labour Organization has been demanding, and ILO has backed it. And the second recommendation is the collaborative work between government agencies, academic institutions, and expert organizations for better data collection. Guys, you can use all these data for writing your answers in SSC and other examinations. This creates a very good impression on examiner. And moving on to our next slide, this is a graphical representation of what I explained in slide 1. So if you can remember, you can draw these graphical representation also in your essay. And moving on to our next news, IITs to cast net for foreign faculty, and this is a news coming from our education sector. So IITs are demanding that they be allowed to hire regular foreign faculty to get wider talent pool to fill up their vacancies. And the advantage of this recommendation can be this will enable them to climb in global rankings, as faculty student ratio and foreign faculty are two parameters used in top global rankings. And the second advantage is the quality of hiring will also improve. So guys, there can be two opinions for these recommendations. One is positive and negative. So uh, definitely the positive recommendation will be that the quality of education the quality of education in our country will increase, and the ranking of our institutions will go up. And some people might raise the issue that that jobs of Indian will be eaten up by the foreigners. So if you'll ask for my opinion, then uh, it will be a good step for Indians abroad also, because it will improve the diplomatic type of ties of India with other countries also. It will open the door for Indians in foreign. So moving on to our next slide, this is a scan from the newspaper, and this this graph is depicting on the x-axis the number of frauds, and on the y-axis the amount lost in crores. So guys, these all can be used in your essays, and this also cautions the customers so that they can choose their bank with care. So guys, that's all for today, and thank you for listening to the this video. And please don't forget to like, share, and recommend. And the other factual news will be covered in the form of quiz in daily quiz video. So don't forget to see that also. Thank you.